Hey, Debunk the Junk made a really interesting point in response to my latest video, and I want to answer it with a video. Um, he said that for some people, the truth is the science that explains the event. For some people, it's the opposite of whatever the government says, i.e., loose change. But that everybody kind of has a different sense on what they'll accept as truth. And there is no middle ground on what the truth is. There's a great expression. It says, everybody has a right to their own opinion, but nobody has a right to their own facts. And the reality of the investigation into September 11th is that it began with the established theory, the story that these 19 hijackers flew the planes into the buildings and that's what caused the buildings to collapse, and that the collapse of the towers sent debris into Building 7, which made that building collapse. And the NIST, in establishing their report, only theorized to support that assumption, which is the opposite of science. In a forensic scientific investigation, what you would do would be to examine all of the available evidence, and then you would create a theory that accounts for everything that was seen. And that's the reason why everybody is waking up to the fact that we've been lied to about September 11th, because the theory that we were given at the beginning does not account for all kinds of things that were caught on film, accounted for by eyewitnesses. There are these bits of information, these facts, like the fact that the debris from United 93 was found over 4 square miles or more. The fact that that there were numerous explosions going off at Ground Zero. I've been seeing more and more videotapes showing, like, catching those actual explosions even after the towers had fallen down. The theory that was expressed, and also the other thing that you have to remember is 3,000 people were murdered. When 3,000 people are murdered, you don't assert who the culprit was and then work backwards to build a leading theory that is the most likely thing to support that. You have a responsibility to examine all of the evidence and only accept, or certainly only release as the truth, a theory that accounts for everything that was observed. And that's definitely not what has happened yet, and is exactly what we're demanding. Just the truth, the demonstrable truth. Everybody can have their opinions, but we demand an answer that incorporates all of the evidence that we have, which is not even all of it. Like the debris that was shipped off by Giuliani from the towers. There's plenty of footage. I've heard it asserted, and people bat back and forth, whether or not there was melted steel in the basements of the towers in Building 7. I've seen photographs of it. I've seen videotapes of literally, like it had cooled and hardened again, obviously, but obviously liquefied steel. With some experts standing around saying, yeah, that's exactly what this is. So who are you going to believe, me or your own lying eyes? The truth is one thing, and nobody gets to choose the most comfortable truth. The truth is going to be what it is, and is going to impact events, and whether you believe in it or not, it's going to have an effect on you. So those like me out here are just saying we think it's the best idea that we get at the truth, not a truth, or some place we can settle a comfortable truth. Anyway, keep up the good work, debunk the junk. You're asking good questions. Rock and roll. See y'all in a minute.